Hey, hello friends in the legal community. I want to reach out. Before I do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Steve Sansson. I'm president of Veterans in Politics International, president of Veterans in Politics Foundation, president of Nevada Veterans Association, president of VIPI Consultant LLC. And I've been doing this since 1998. I have been observing judges since 1998 on a full-time basis. And I'm telling you, I've learned a lot since then. We wrote a self-help book called How to Navigate Nevada's Family Court System, because out of all the civil, criminal divisions, the family court is the one that I really, really like. And I have been seeing elections come and go since I've been in the state. And I've been in the state since 1995. And I just want to make sure that I'm communicating well to everybody out there. And this is to the legal community. This is to judges, hearing masters, pro tem, attorneys that have practiced law for 10 years plus. This is to justice of the peace, municipal court judges. There are about 87 district court seats up for grabs in the state of Nevada in 2026. That's a lot of seats. And I just want to reach out to everybody to make sure that everybody, every single attorney knows that these seats are up. That's why we started this campaign in December of 2024. And the election is not until, the primary is not until June of 26. And judges don't start filing for election until January of 26. So I want to make sure that this thing goes. 7 district court seats up for grabs. Hey, hello friends in the legal community. I want to reach out. Before I do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Steve Sansson. I'm president of Veterans in Politics International, president of Veterans in Politics Foundation, president of Nevada Veterans Association, president of VIPI Consultant LLC. And I've been doing this since 1998. I have been observing judges since 1998 on a full-time basis. And I'm telling you, I've learned a lot since then. We wrote a self-help book called How to Navigate Nevada's Family Court System, because out of all the civil, criminal divisions, the family court is the one that I really, really like. And I have been seeing elections come and go since I've been in the state. And I've been in the state since 1995. And I just want to make sure that I'm communicating well to everybody out there. And this is to the legal community. This is to judges, hearing masters, pro tem, attorneys that have practiced law for 10 years plus. This is to justice of the peace, municipal court judges. There are about 87 district court seats up for grabs in the state of Nevada in 2026. That's a lot of seats. And I just want to reach out to everybody to make sure that everybody, every single attorney knows that these seats are up. That's why we started this campaign in December of 2024. And the election is not until, well, the primary is not until June of 26. And judges don't start filing for election until January of 26. So I want to make sure that this thing goes viral for a good few months so everybody could understand what's going on in our legal community. And I'm reaching out with a message that's both urgent and full of opportunity. Like I said, in 2026, every single district court seat in the state of Nevada will be on the ballot. That means dozens of judgeships, including many currently held by incumbents, are wide open for challenge. Here's the problem, folks. Too many of these seats go unchallenged. Judges run unopposed. And let me tell you, a lot of judges that run unopposed, they believe that they're like God's gifts to the bench. Nobody wants to run against them. Either they don't have the money to run against them, they don't have the popularity to run against them, or they don't have the knowledge to run against them. They'll find something to say why they're unopposed. Sometimes some judges run unopposed because attorneys don't have the time. Well, I'm here to tell you, attorneys out there, if you want a good judicial bench, find a time. Maybe you could be a judge too. And we the people and you and the qualified attorneys, municipal court judges, justice of the peace, miss a vital chance to shape the future of our judiciary. Let me ask you something. Why would you run in a race with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a dozen candidates? Why would any attorney, you guys, what you guys got, a master's, bachelor's, you go to law school. Why in God's name would you want to run in a crowded field? Why would you want to do that to yourself? Your odds of winning is slim. Now, when you could challenge a lone incumbent and give voters a real choice, a 50-50 shot at victory. Me? I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but let me tell you something. If I'm going to run for a judgeship, I don't care how likable that judge is. If I'm going to run for a judgeship, I am not going to run for a judgeship with 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 candidates, 3 candidates, 2 candidates. If I see a judge all by themselves, that's the seat I'm going to run for, because guess what? It's just me and them. And it's a 50-50 chance of victory. Think about it. Think about it. And you move right into the general election. You don't have to worry about a primary. If it's just you and the incumbent, no primary, only general election. So that means by the time you file for office in January, you could raise money all the way to June. And that's when the race will start for you in June, go into November. That's the smart play. Think about that. It's not about disrespecting the robe. It's about public service, accountability, and justice. Judges are humble and responsive when they're required to earn the public's trust. Too many judges will tell you, I don't need to go on that talk show. I don't need to go to that event. I don't need to meet anybody. They're district court judges. They're not federal judges with a lifetime position, okay? They're district court judges. They should meet the people. And the only way you're going to get a judge, some of them are very good about it right now, but then there's a lot of them that are not. The only way you're going to get a judge to move from that bench and show up and meet people and go on talk shows and talk about their platform and talk about what they do for the people of Nevada is to have them challenged. If they're not challenged, 9 out of 10 won't even show up for anything. They go from their bench, they go home. They don't meet the public. Those are the ones that definitely need to be challenged. Now, don't be afraid to run, because I hear a lot of attorneys, the judge has friends. And if I run against this judge, all the other judge friends are not going to they're going to mess my case up, and I got to put food on the table, and I got to feed the family, and I got to do this, and I got mortgage, I got to pay for my law firm, and I got to grow up. Stop looking for excuses why not to run. Start finding solutions on why to run. Because I'm telling you, you only got to blame yourself. If you got some judge that's doing the wrong thing and you want to run. Don't be afraid. Judges look at what happened look at what happened in the last election. You got some judges that are currently on the bench today that didn't even spend a dime. And then you have some incumbents that spend over $500,000 to retain their seat, and they lose to somebody that didn't even spend one dime. Now, I don't know what that tells you, but that tells me that the opportunity to become a judge is there if you really, really want to do it. It's not easy. Campaigning is not easy. Campaigning can be very difficult. I've ran 5 races, so I know. I've lost 5 races. And you know why? Because I stay true to myself. I'm not going to walk on a tightrope line if that's not me. This is me. This is what you're going to get, is me. Love me or hate me. And you know what? And a lot of you attorneys out there need to think the same way. And let me tell you something. All you justice of the peace, all of you municipal court judges that want to walk that ladder and go to a district court seat, if you do not have a race, if your seat is not up, you won't lose your seat. So what I'm saying to you is, if you're a justice of the peace or you're a municipal court judge and you have 10 years of practice in law and your seat is not up in 2026 and you decide to run for a district court seat, guess what? If you lose your district court seat or you lose that race, you're still going to be a municipal court judge at the end of the day. You're still going to be a justice of the peace at the end of the day. You will not lose your seat. So it's a win-win. If you lose, you're still a judge. If you win, now you're a district court judge. Keep that in mind. So I'm challenging you to step up, consider running. Because if you don't run, you're going to have to wait another 6 more years. I'm going to say this again. If you don't run, you're going to have to wait another 6 more years. And another 6 more years is going to give the incumbent 6 more years of knowing who all the players are, knowing who all the union presidents are, knowing who all the activists are, knowing who to get money from for campaign. Don't do it to yourself. If you're in your 50s, the time is now. Okay? 40s, they could probably get away with it. But if you're in your 50s, the time is now. If you want to be a judge, put your name on the ballot January of 2026. Do it now. Let me tell you something. Nevada needs strong, fair, committed judges. And there's so many times I hear that this judge is bad, that this judge is bad. And I hear that from a lot of people in our community. I'm talking about people that work in a courthouse. I'm talking about judges themselves. I'm talking about the doggone janitor. I'm talking about litigants. I'm talking about other attorneys, especially those attorneys out there. You owe it to yourself to make sure that this community that we call home has the best judiciary on the bench. There are a lot of judges on the bench today have been there past their time. 20 plus years. Some of them. Come on now. Run against them. It doesn't hurt. Do not run in a crowded race. Do not run in a race that is crowded and have so many people in there. Run against an incumbent that has nobody running against them. That's a smart play. You have a 50-50 chance of winning rather than a 10 or a 20% chance of winning if you're in a crowded race. That's ludicrous. Run in a race that you could flip a coin and call it heads or tails, and you're going to win. And if you hire a really good consultant, you're going to win. Sometimes you're not going to win. Sometimes you are going to win. And it depends on the atmosphere. And it depends on what activist group is out there working against that incumbent or working against that candidate, because they'll make all the difference in the world. You could have a very good campaign manager and a very good political consultant out there. That doesn't make you a winner. It's the activists, the guys and the gals that are on the ground that does this for love of community without the almighty dollar. Those are the ones that's going to push you to victory because they believe in you despite their pocketbooks. They believe in your campaign and they believe that you're going to make a good judge. So, and all you judges out there that don't want to go to talk shows, that don't want to mix and mingle with the common folk, your time might be up. Your time might be up. Behind me, I have Justice Cherry on our VIP show. Now, Justice Cherry, I have much respect for that man. He has done so much for this community. And he will tell you, you know what? This is your chance. Run. Either you run for judge or you stay in your law firm and don't complain what these judges do. Or you pull your pants up and you run against these judges. And don't let nobody talk you out of it. Because I know for years, I go down to the election ballot the last day to file, and I hear people trying to talk attorneys out of not running against this person and not running against that person, which I think is illegal, but I don't know. But don't do it. Don't listen to them. Listen to your heart. Listen to your gut. Listen to your brain. Okay? 6-year seat. This is a 6-year seat. If you have 10 years, run for judge. Don't run in a crowded race. Run against an incumbent. Force that incumbent to come off her or his bench and mingle with the common folk, the people. Because a lot of them are not mingling with the people. Or they have a selective shows that they want to go on because they don't want to go on shows that's going to ask them the hard, tough questions. They want to go on shows that they're spoon-fed the answers. They want to go on shows that they get the warm and fuzzy feeling. Come on a Veterans in Politics show. We ask tough questions. You know why? Because we want to get down to the bottom of it. We want to make sure that you are the right person for the people of Nevada. So we ask tough questions. And you know what? None of our guests knows what the questions are until they sit down and be in front of our cameras. That's when they know what the questions are. You want to have judges that are able to think on their feet. You want to have judges that are knowledgeable, fair, have judicial temperament, not a psycho on the bench. You know what? Few legislative sessions ago, I tried to pass a bill. I tried to get a bill introduced saying that you have to take a psychological test to be a judge. We don't need crazies on the bench. Okay? We don't need warm and fuzzy. We need somebody that's going to follow the law, that's going to be fair, no matter what litigant is before them, or what attorney is before them, or who knows who. Because I'm tired of people saying, well, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So what? Okay? Be a good judge. Be a good candidate for judge. Run against an incumbent. Okay? And if the incumbent is in a seat all by themselves, you take that incumbent on because you have a 50-50 chance of winning. All these crowded races, get rid of them. We don't need 12 candidates in one race while 6 other judges run unopposed. That's ludicrous. And that's stupidity. Okay? Your chance is now. Your time is now. 2026. When you go down to the Clark County Elections Department, put your name on the ballot. And you know what? If a judge is good, and if a judge should remain on the bench, let the people decide. Let the people decide who should be on the bench. I say run against every single judge in the state of Nevada. Let's do that for the first time. Run against them all. And I have a lot of friends that are on the bench. And if they're worthy, they'll win. If they're not worthy, they will lose. And they don't deserve to be on that bench. Run against them all. There's 87 seats in the state of Nevada. There are 56 seats in Clark County. Let's get the word out. Let's get the word out to the state bar. Let's get the word out to Clark County Bar Association. Let's get the word out to that Southern Nevada and Northern Nevada pro bono project. Let's get the word out to all these attorneys. 10 years or more, you could run for district court judge. And check this out. If you hit 10 years on the time of swearing in, I believe, don't quote me, but if you get 10 years at the time you sworn in January of 2027, you're good to go. And another thing, in 2027, district court judges are going to get a pay increase. Keep that in mind. So a lot of these judges out there say, hey, I was going to retire, but I know they're going to get a pay increase in 27. So I'm going to run again so I can get the pay increase. I hate when people think like that about money. It's not about money. It's about bettering our community, being a good judge. That's what it's about. Okay? It's not about money. And I want judges to start respecting that bench and start respecting the robe because we put you there. Tax dollars put you on the bench. Stop worrying about your PERS. Start worrying about treating the citizens of Nevada the best that you can. And I believe that if you're a good judge, it doesn't matter who runs against you, you'll win. If you're a bad judge, it'll come out. It'll come out how many times you were reversed. It'll come out how many times you were a psycho on the bench and yelled at litigants. It all will come out. It will come out. And let me tell you this. All you attorneys out there, all you people that work in the courthouse out there, if you have any dirt on judges, send them to me. Send them to my email anonymously at P.O. Box 28211, Las Vegas, Nevada 89126. Anonymously. I get a lot of stuff anonymous right now. Or send it to my email, VIPIpresident@cs.com. VIPIpresident@cs.com. Or call me, 702-283-8088. If you have dirt on judges, or even if you have something that says a judge is great and nobody knows about it, send it to me. We'll promote it. After we figure out if it's true or not, then we'll promote it. But I'm telling you this, every single judge needs to be run against. Every single judge needs an opponent to run against them. Okay? And I just want to make that clear. Run against them, you have nothing to lose. All right? This is Steve Sansson, President of Veterans in Politics, President of Veterans in Politics Foundation, President of Nevada Veterans Association, President of VIPI Consultant LLC. There are 56 district court seats in Clark County. Run against these judges, run against them hard. Don't leave any judge run unopposed. No judge should run unopposed in 2026. Let's make that our goal. Okay? And if a judge is good, the judge will win. So, peace and love. And I hope that everybody understands what I'm saying. And I hope this resonates. Resonate. Don't run in a crowded race. Run in races that only have one person, the incumbent. That's what you do. Until next time.